Here are several thought-provoking quotations from Galileo Galilei, presented without headings or numbering, exactly as you requested. Mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe. Passion is the genesis of genius. Mathematics is the key and door to the sciences. The book of nature is written in the language of mathematics. To understand the universe, you must understand the language in which it's written, the language of mathematics. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. Epur si muo. We cannot teach people anything. We can only help them discover it within themselves. I've loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Measure what is measurable, and make measurable what is not so. Knowing thyself, that is the greatest wisdom. Where the senses fail us, reason must step in. Nature's great book is written in mathematics. You cannot teach a person something he does not already know, you can only bring what he does know to his awareness. The universe is a grand book which cannot be read until one first learns to comprehend the language and become familiar with the characters in which it is composed. It is written in the language of mathematics. I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. If I were again beginning my studies, I would follow the advice of Plato and start with mathematics. The Bible shows the way to go to heaven, not the way the heavens go. God is known by nature in his works, and by doctrine in his revealed word. Two truths cannot contradict one another. I hope you enjoy these insights from Galileo. Each quote captures his intellectual curiosity and enduring influence. If you'd like more quotes, perhaps focused on a particular theme, like knowledge, science, faith, or want quotes from specific works such as Letter to the Grand Duchess Christina or The Assayer, just let me know. Here are several more memorable quotes from Galileo Galilei, presented without headings or numbering, as requested. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered, the point is to discover them. In questions of science, the authority of 1,000 is not worth the humble reasoning of a single individual. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it and dependent on it, can still ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. Nature is relentless and unchangeable, and it is indifferent as to whether its hidden reasons and actions are understandable to man or not. The Milky Way is nothing else but a mass of innumerable stars planted together in clusters. It is surely harmful to souls to make it a heresy to believe what is proved. Philosophy is written in this grand book, the universe, which stands continually open to our gaze. But the book cannot be understood unless one first learns to comprehend the language and read the letters in which it is composed. Who would set a limit to the mind of man? Who would dare assert that we know all there is to be known? All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered, the point is to discover them. You cannot teach a man anything, you can only help him find it within himself. In questions of science, the authority of 1,000 is not worth the humble reasoning of a single individual. Philosophy, nature, is written in that great book whichever is before our eyes. I mean the universe, but we cannot understand it if we do not first learn the language and grasp the symbols in which it is written. Epur si muo. If you'd like more, whether focused on science, faith, curiosity, conflict, or specific works like The Assayer or the Letter to the Grand Duchess Christina, just let me know. Here are more insightful quotes by Galileo Galilei, shown without headings or numbering, and in alignment with your request. By denying scientific principles, one may maintain any paradox. I think that in the discussion of natural problems we ought to begin not with the scriptures, but with experiments and demonstrations. It vexes me when they would constrain science by the authority of the Scriptures, and yet do not consider themselves bound to answer reason and experiment. Whatever the course of our lives, we should receive them as the highest gift from the hand of God, in which equally reposed the power to do nothing whatever for us. Indeed, we should accept misfortune not only in thanks but in infinite gratitude to Providence, which by such means detaches us from an excessive love for earthly things and elevates our minds to the celestial and divine. The laws of nature are written by the hand of God in the language of mathematics. To be humane, we must ever be ready to pronounce that wise, ingenious and modest statement, "I do not know." He who understands geometry, understands anything in the world. Curiosity is the key to problem solving. I know they call a donkey a horse when they want to sell it and a horse a donkey when they want to buy. He who does not know the truth is only a fool. But he who knows it and calls it a lie is a criminal. Doubt is the father of invention. Let me know when you'd like more, or if you'd like quotes themed around his scientific breakthroughs, religious views, or works like Dialogue, The Assayer, or the Letter to the Grand Duchess Christina.